Hello, and welcome to NCCL Week 5, Season 6, Week 5, where we're going to be facing off against the Buzzwole Bombers. Now, this team is run by a new coach to NCCL. They're from Leo's friend group. He's the one that runs the Surskit team. This is his name's MKap, right? Yeah, MKap. MKap's new to the league, so I don't really know what his overall skill level is. Although if my memory serves, he's 11th of 12 in the season, so that's not a good sign on his skill. But also, we're 9th and 1 in 3, so that's not also a good sign for us. So let's try to do better this time and maybe try to climb our way up back to playoff potential. Alright, so let's look at this team. Now this team, I'll be honest, it's not a very good draft. That's just my opinion. It's very top heavy, and the high pointers aren't that amazing. You got Garchomp and Tapu Lele and Jirachi that make pretty good Fairy Dragon Steel Core, but otherwise it doesn't really have much going for it. Although it is a little bit problematic because Thundurus is a very scary mon for my team. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So the team is Thundurus, Tapu Lele, Garchomp Mega, Suicune, Buzzwole, Jirachi, Silvally, Arcanine, Komala, and Slaking. So the big threats right off the bat are Tapu Lele, Garchomp, and Thundurus. So those are the three mons we have to really prep for. Thundurus is the scariest, personally, because our only ground type is Crocodile, and that one is absolutely demolished by Focus Blast. So speaking, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's look at the team we built. Now this team went through a couple different versions. Originally, we had Infernape and a Cryogonal on the team, but we don't have them any longer, sadly. They have left this mortal coil and gone to chill with the angels or something. Poor Cryogonal, it still hasn't made its debut. It might not even ever make its debut, alas. But let's start off. So we have Porygon 2, I forgot the nickname. Okay. So we have Porygon 2. It's fully Spadef. You can see that this one is a mon I added later because its EVs are 252, 254. So I didn't really spend all that much time thinking about it. So this was like a last minute addition, but it's just used to set up Trick Room and to pivot out and take a special hit from Lele and Thundurus if it needs to, just so we don't have to deal with being scared of Thundurus and Lele. So that's two big threats that it handles right off the bat. Now Crocodile is here to set up Stealth Rock, which are very helpful this match. They hurt non-boots Thundurus. Since Crocodile has knockoff, we can knock off some of the boots wearing mons like Arcanine and Thundurus if they try to switch in, or we get some sort of major read on them, or we get lucky and Thundurus misses Focus Blast, which would allow them to be hit by Stealth Rock, which would allow them to be broken much easier, which is going to be helpful for a mon that we'll see later on. But mostly it's just here to set Stealth Rocks and prevent Jirachi from being a setup sleeper variant with like Cosmic Power and stuff. So it's just got Dragon Tail, and it also helps deal with Garchomp so that the Garchomp load isn't entirely on Mega Dudebro. So it comes in, intimidates it. It can take a Scale Shot or an EQ, and even it can take. I don't remember if it can take one +1. It might be able to. But either way, it can Dragon Tail, which, especially after a Scale Shock, does quite a bit of damage. Piling on with the Stealth Rock after it comes back in. And it also gets Toxic to poison Buzzwole or Suicune that try to come in. So that's really just what it's here to do. Now the next one, this one has another late addition. It's AV Dalmise. This one's here because the last team got swept by Specs Thunderous. So having another bulky resist to electric moves that isn't also obliterated by Focus Blast, and in fact is immune to it, is going to be very helpful. Now Thunderous does get Dark Pulse, but if I remember correctly, we should survive it even at +2 from a boot set, and we can KO it back with Poltergeist. It also breaks Suicune, because even a +1 Ice Beam isn't doing that much, and Power Whip is just a straight up OHKO if I remember. We got EQ for the Arcanine that I'm almost certain is going to come to deal with the Big Nut and Dalmise. I wondered if I should have made it Aerial Ace for a bit. It would have been very funny to Aerial Ace Buzzwole, but I decided against it. Now, the next one, we got Mega Dudebro. Now, this one isn't a pivot set. It's a Calm Mind Rest Stored Power set. Now, you may have noticed that MKap does not have any Dark types, unless he brings Silvally Dark, which I doubt he is going to. Which means that if we get a couple Calm Minds up, if we're able to get it set up, Mega Dudebro could win. I could also swap out Rest for Slack Off. That's probably a smart idea. But I'm thinking that Arcanine is going to be toxic, and that's going to be a bit of an issue. So I'm not entirely sure. I might actually just change it to Slack Off, because it does seem to be more useful generally. But if we lose because of Rest instead of Slack Off, I'll take the loss, I think, because I'm very scared. I forgot to give you a nickname too. There we go. What was I? Oh yeah, Rest over Slack Off. Or again, I'm still not entirely sure if I should run Slack Off or Rest. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It's very tempting to run Slack Off. I don't think sweeping with stored power is the preferred way to go. So we just tried the wall and do as much damage as possible. So I think I might change this to Slack Off, actually. But Arcanine with Toxic, that could be annoying. But it also just allows us to set up for the Rest. Yeah, it's very tempting. I don't know. We don't have anything to. Also, you have some pretty strong physical attackers. It's Buzzwole if he brings that. Oh, woe is me. Woes and rows of woes and woes. Guys, did you know that Deltarune Chapter 2 is coming out finally? That's crazy. I might stream it later. Well, not Chapter 2, Chapter 1. I might even stream Chapter 2. Probably not, though. I'm getting off track. I think... Slack Off for Rest. I'll come back to it later. Now, Green Man but Bird. It outspeeds his entire team, and Hurricane... Icy Wind is a 2-hit KO on Thunderous. Heat Wave is an OHKO on Jirachi after a Nasty Plot. So if we're able to get this in on, say, Buzzwole, since he doesn't have that many good Scarfers. Unless he brings Scarf Thunderous, which if he does, then it's not that much of a threat. So Tornadus can kind of sweep if he doesn't bring a Scarfer. He can bring Scarf Lele, but Scarf Lele doesn't do any damage to our last mon, which is AV Melmetal with Double Iron Bash, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, and Ice Punch. We got 2 Assault Vests. This is a team with Thunderous and Tapu Lele. I think that's justified. But this specific EV spread also allows the Big Nut to live an EQ for Mega Garchomp somehow. I don't know how he does it, but he does it, and then he KOs back with Ice Punch. So if we see because you see from this team, it's really the only mon that Garchomp can set up on except Porygon 2. But Porygon 2 just sets up Trick Room and gets out of there. So if it wants to come in and try to set up, try to scare me out, I just don't care. Unless I'm chipped from like Lele, Specs Lele. It also helps me break Suicune. It's another emergency check to Thunderous. It's just very good, honestly. It's a strong mon, especially under Trick Room in this match. So yeah, that's the team. The match will be happening pretty soon, hopefully. So I'll see you when that happens. Bye. Alright, it is past midnight. We're gonna have the match with MKap right now. Despite the fact that I am very tired. Hopefully this doesn't affect my skill, or what, you know what I meant, the quality of play, the quality of my playing. Hopefully it does not affect that. That would be kind of sad. What is Komala doing here? Oh, no Buzzwole, okay. This is not at all what I was expecting, honestly. But you know what? Surprise is the spice of life. Or whatever it is they say. Now, let me see. That means probably going to be Silvally, Thunderous, or Jirachi. What do I do with this information? I think this means I'd lead. I give it Slack Off. Okay, that's good to remember. I think I lead. I lead Delmise, I think. What's the one that they didn't? They didn't bring Garchomp, which is strange. Okay, I think Delmise lead. Komala. Okay. What's it gonna do? I don't want to be knocked off. That would be sad. What is this thing gonna do? Wait, do I do that? I don't really want to get knocked off. I might just go into dudebro and try. But if I just kind of win right off the bat, that would be so funny. That'd be hilarious, actually. No, I think I just power up. Okay, that's good damage. I think Alcroc is more expendable than Mega Dudebro, and I don't want Mega Dudebro to be poisoned since I didn't actually run rest, actually. I'm going to show the video that I just made. Wait, was that Snarl Arcanine? I'm not blind. That was Snarl Arcanine, wasn't it? Okay, interesting. He can burn me if he wants to. I'll just set up rocks. He can even poison me. Oh, Thunderous. Oh boy, it's Thunderous. Look at that. Thunderous is here. So do I knock off? I don't think Alcroc is that useful right now, but I don't know what Silvally that is, honestly. And Jirachi could be a problem later. I think I just go into Ancrush. Silvally Water. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I go Poltergeist. Interesting, interesting, very interesting. I think it's gonna spin. Like knockoff. Into I think I'll go Crook. I don't know what this Kamala thinks it's gonna do. Yeah, there's the knockoff. Good to know. I click knockoff. Silk Scarf. Okay. Now it's faster than me. Which means I can set rocks. Or I just go knock off again. Okay. What item are you? Scarf. Good. Good to know. I think I go Porygon too. Yeah, I go Porygon. Set up a Trick Room. This is pretty good. Kamala's back for some reason. It lives? How boy does that live? Okay, that's... Oh yeah, a parting shot, duh. Alright, Jirachi's here. Now I go for Earthquake. I'm glad I got Earthquake instead of Aerial Ace. How much damage is Arcanine taking? More damage than... That's enough for the KO. Good. Very nice. Knockoff Thunderous, alright. Interesting. So Valley Water's back for some reason. I don't know what this thing's doing here. Surf? Surf Silvally, alright. You do you. I'm not gonna judge. Setting up Trick Room again. Wait, why is this Silvally Water? He has a Suicune. What is the Silvally Water doing? Why is it water? So I have so many questions. This is very bizarre. These were not the questions I expected to be asking today. Now I click Earthquake again. It covers Arcanine and Komala switch, and it's staying in. Okay, you can Thunder Wave it if you want, really. I don't care. So now I Poltergeist. Of course, yes. Perfect. Makes perfect sense. So, if I'm not mistaken, okay, now that this thing's so low, I don't really need Man Crush anymore, so. Okay, Thunderous is down. That's good. Okay, Man Crush is down for good. I think Tornadus kind of wins now. I just need to hit a couple of Hurricanes. So please, Tornadus, hit a couple Hurricanes. That's all I ask. Let me just see this. Against this is Heat Wave, so that's nice HP. Sounds about right for one wave. Plus this is Life Orb though, so Life Orb plus 2. Yeah. How much is Arcanine doing? Flamethrower. If it's max special attack, it's doing barely over half, so. Nasty Plot. Heat Wave. Please hit. Okay, that's it. I think that's game, as long as I hit my Hurricanes. Please hit your Hurricanes. That's all I ask. Okay, that's very pleasant. That's alright. Regen is broken, so I just go into Duck. And I set up Trick Room. Now I teleport. I have more Calm Minds than you have Snarls. hope this thing is toxic. No, please keep going for snarl. I have more calm minds than you have snarls, buddy. You're already almost out. Okay. Again, I have more calm minds than you have snarls. And so Valley's on a timer. Boy, I love shell armor. How many snarls? 4 left, alright. I still have 11 calm minds. And so Valley has only like 2 or 3 turns left. I don't think... Oh boy. I'm just gonna keep clicking it, I don't know about you. Swords Dance Komala. Ooh, baby. That's damage indeed. I didn't even know Kamala got Swords Dance. God, people are gonna hate me for this. Thank you, Mega Dudebro, for the first sweep of the season. I am very glad I gave you slack off instead of rest. Uh-oh. That's not good. Please don't do this. Okay. Thank you. Alright, that's the game. Thank you, my hubby. I love you. Thank you for getting me the first. This is your first sweep of the season. You've been kind of out of it for a while, but it's good to see you back in full shape, sweeping teams every day. I love you. That was very pleasant. That was a 4-0. That's pretty pleasant, yeah. I thought that Tornadoes was going to be the win con, but as you know, that's not how it works. So instead, the power of love shines through. What's the line? God blesses everyone. Wait, that's Christmas. Is there like a romantic line I don't know any romance movies or like stories at all that can take to do this. But anyway, I love you, my hubby. You are my sunshine, and you are the unstoppable wall that kills my enemies. What more could you ask for in a relationship, really? Anyway, that's the match. Good night, folks. That's all, folks. That was me blowing kisses to my hubby there.